Review of the Nerf Elite Longshot CS-6. The Nerf community is referring to this blaster as Elite, even though it's not. The box just says N-Strike, the blaster just says N-Strike, and the performance just says N-Strike. Included is the blaster itself, the front gun's handle, the 6-round magazine, the bolt handle, the Super Elite sniper scope, that's a joke, the manual, and some Elite darts. So I'll go over the external, show you how it works, show you the firing, and then give you my opinion. Starting up at the front is the Longshot front gun. That is what this entire unit is commonly referred to as. This blaster is an N-Strike attachment. It attaches with that little connection piece to any N-Strike attachment point. The Longshot, of course, has one of those, and when attached, it can be a longer, super awesome Elite sniper barrel. Just kidding, of course. And this gray thing is the priming handle, so now you're primed and you pull this trigger and you fire out of the single barrel here. In case you can't tell, this is the firing barrel of the Longshot front gun, and then this faux barrel right here is connected to the Longshot, so you can fire out of that. But of course, having a longer barrel in a Nerf blaster doesn't aid in performance, so most people just take that off. The attachment has a nice feel. It attaches just like any other N-Strike attachment. Sling mount up here, another sling mount up here for the Longshot, and then down here is the bipod. Yeah, this version of the Longshot has a bipod again. The Zombie Strike repaint did not have a bipod. But that's pretty cool if you want to, employ that setup for super mad stability for your sniper rifle shots. Lol. And the bipod folds away pretty well. Up top is an N-Strike tactical rail. Included is the optic, the little Longshot scope, and that slides on and off the rail just like any other attachment. This scope is just like the other Longshot scopes from the Zombie Strike from the first gen, whatever, just with different paint colors. It does not magnify, it does not help you aim, but it looks pretty cool. This giant orange thing here is the access door. After you prime back, you can open that up to clear a jam or whatever. I haven't had too many jams, even firing Elite darts, which does vary from the first gen Longshots. If you try to use Elite darts with those, it jams up a little bit. This one operates just like most other Nerf spring blasters. Included is a 6-round magazine. I open that with the magazine release here. This blaster only has the magazine release on this side. It doesn't have one over here. So screw you lefties. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, it's compatible with all N-Strike magazines, but included is the 6-round magazine. It is worth noting the little magwell walls that are present in the first and second generation Longshot, but then suddenly absent in the Zombie Strike repaint, are not here. So it's likely the same ABS mold as they used in the Zombie Strike Longshot, except they added the front gun and the bipods, so they're just mix and matching all this madness for the repaint. And as I mentioned in my Zombie Strike Longshot review, it does affect the magazine well, but unless you're a total Nerf nerd like me, you probably won't even notice the lack of, smooth insert. Smooth insert. This knob here, of course, is the priming handle, present on both sides of the blaster. To prime, you pull back, you push forward, then you fire. This little notch right here is the priming indicator. In black, that means you are not hot. You prime it back, it turns red. That means you are primed. You pull the trigger, and it turns black again. Priming indicators are super tactical, so style points. Oh yeah. Getting down to the grip and the trigger. The grip is one of my favorite grips in any Nerf blaster. I love the Longshot grip, and it's the same grip from all the other Longshot molds. It's really large, so it's friendly to adult hands, but of course it's not alienating to a child's hand. I complain about that a lot, and I know a lot of younger viewers don't understand why I complain about it, but wait until you're a full-size human being, and then try to pick up a Rebel blaster. Then you'll get what I'm talking about. Totally doesn't have to be cramped to be comfortable for everyone, but the Longshot handle is very comfortable, and the trigger pull is what you should expect from any spring blaster. It's comfortable, it's fine. Then moving back to the stock, this is an adjustable stock, so you can push this little button to unlock it, and then it free slides, so you can push it in and then lock it again. This is not especially useful for playing Nerf blasters because that's a super small little gap and it's really cramped even if you are a child. But I personally store the Longshot like that because it is a pretty lengthy blaster and it takes a few inches off, so you can compress it and then throw it into your toy bin or whatever. This Longshot did only come with one magazine, but they did not disable the magazine retention system, so you can place in a spare magazine into the stock, and that clips in there pretty well. Which, of course, tactical style points for the tac reload, because you just drop your dry mag, grab it, and you're good to go. Super tactics, yeah. So those are the externals. If you've used an old Longshot, it fires the exact same because it's the same blaster with a new paint job, just to be clear about that. You take out the magazine, you load it up. This mag holds, again, 6 Elite darts. Place it back. Every time you prime back and push forward, you get one shot, and then you just do it again. Fire the front gun, of course. You pull down the gray thing and then fire the primary trigger. This fires when it's attached or if it's detached, and the Longshot, of course, works with or without the front attachment point. So, if you're doing your Super Elite sniping and then you just need to engage 2 targets simultaneously, tactically deploy your front gun with the barrel extension. Without the barrel extension, the front gun itself, tactical elite Longshot operator status. As you can see, the performance is not very good. The average velocity out of most elite blasters is about 70 feet per second. This is shooting considerably under that because it's not actually an elite blaster, and I want to be clear about that. People are calling it the elite Longshot because of the paint job, and if you look at this box, it doesn't say elite anywhere. It's an in-strike blaster. Elite is a subcategory of in-strike, so it's an in-strike elite blaster. This is just in-strike, which is a really old mechanical build. So the performance is not what you should expect from any other elite blaster. It shoots considerably softer than that. So now to my opinion on the elite Longshot. I will be personally referring to it as the elite Longshot just because of the paint job, so I don't have to say the current Longshot that happens to be blue but is the same as all the other ones in the mechanical regards. That's a really long name, so elite Longshot will just have to do. But my overall opinion is if you were a modder, I would definitely recommend picking one up. The ergonomics and comfort of the Longshot is phenomenal. I've raved about them for years because I love them. If you don't mod though, this shoots a whole lot softer than every other elite blaster out there. So if you're after performance and you don't want to take apart the blaster to throw in a new spring, take out the air restrictor and do what you need to do, I can't recommend this one at all. How fast the darts shoot and the actual performance aside, the ergonomics and comfort are great. The mechanics are fine. I didn't have an irregular number of jams or anything like that. The front gun is kind of a joke. It was a joke even when the Longshot was the decent performance blaster. This shoots under that considerably velocity wise, and of course because the long barrel doesn't help you, most people bought these and then just didn't use them and only shot with the Longshot. So that's my opinion. For everybody else, sort of if you mod or if you don't, that's the determining factor if you should buy the Longshot, the elite Longshot. In my opinion, I personally am stoked for this release because I've always loved the Longshot and I really like the blue and white. I certainly wouldn't use one in unmodified form though. The performance simply is not there, but after modifications you can get Longshots to shoot really hard. They have massive air systems. They're not especially air efficient, but they're really fun to use and pretty comfortable. So that is my opinion and review. Yeah, I had to cover the mechanics and all of that over a blaster that most nerfers already know how to use, but traditional review formats help kind of the people who haven't yet used a Longshot. If you're interested in purchasing the new Longshot, it says it is a Toys R Us exclusive on the box. I bought mine at toysrus.com. I'll put a link to that in the description box below. But of course, they might eventually appear on Amazon, eBay, and other resellers like that. So hopefully I've given you everything you need to know about the new Longshot to decide whether or not you want to pick one up and add it to your collection. That is my review and opinion. I'm Coop. Thanks for watching. Smooth insert.